Good morning, breathers, and welcome to Tuesday. Just Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Maybe I shouldn't be so excited
Taco
about
Tuesday.
It's Taco Tuesday. And the voice you hear to my right, the voice, John, is here this morning with us.
Good morning.
And of course, as always, we have Uber producer Nick,
Good morning.
who has a camera, and we got everything up and running this morning. It's
do.
all good. All's right with the world.
For sure.
Yeah, yesterday was a little rough, John. We had some computer things and a little rough, but we made it. So, you're watching Morning Breath, and Morning Breath is sponsored by, and the Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Casey and all the gang at KCTC, and we're all powered up here and appreciate the support of Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh. Thank you, Willie.
Thank you, Willie.
So, all right, John, you only got here like a minute and a half ago, so what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, no kidding. I blame
Like putting you on the spot.
I blame my boss entirely. We were there in the coffee shop, and I was like, I gotta go. Like, we got things to do.
I got things to do. You didn't get a chance to talk about the Hawkeye football team yesterday because
Because I wasn't here. You could feel it emanating from me.
Yeah, I
couldn't
can.
you?
So what do you got anything to say about them?
Boy. It's good to. It's maybe we should do this a thing like every week. I need to wait till Tuesday because I'm just not as spicy. I've had one more day to
process.
just come down, Nick. You know what I mean? But a disgrace to struggle with Troy in the first half. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, what in the world? It's. I mean, everyone's like, well, we had a good team. I'm like, they're not a good team. Like they were winless in the Sun Belt Conference.
Yeah,
they're winless.
They have been good. They've been good the past couple years.
Sure.
This is a different team that is not good.
Right. I mean, like this year, I'm like, maybe it was, and everyone's like, well, new coach. I was like, and my point exactly. I'm like, yeah, new coach. We should be just rolling these clowns. But again, Sullivan gets in the game. Did you see the camera pan to Ferentz after the touchdown where Sullivan just flipped it? He could have run it in obviously, but he flipped it to the tight end in front of him.
I was on the road, so I listened to part of it on the radio, and I was watching part of it in a bar where you just kind of here and there. But
so his demeanor is always one of stoicism, if that's a word. Very stoic, very just whatever. But like he turns and looks up at the box, like. What are we doing? Like how dare you exercise this level of creativity on this football field? That's not what we do here,
Agreed.
Because it was a great play.
And we were all shocked that Sullivan went in there, but that had to have been pre-scripted. They knew they were going to do that, whether it's inside the red zone or inside the 10, because Cade actually got him down there and then pulled him to put Sullivan in.
Yeah.
Because they want because after last week's debacle where they missed 2 inside the 5-yard line, they had to change something up.
Besides the fact that you don't give the ball to the nation's leading rusher.
Exactly.
Inside, whatever, but we as well documented last week when we talked about that. But no, I'd like to see more of Sullivan, to be honest with you.
I would too.
I'd very much like to see more of it. And if people paid attention, even though McNamara completed more passes, the manner in which they were completed, there was not a lot of them that were actually on the money. I mean, receivers were digging, they were reaching. I mean, they were making some good catches.
And I think I saw only 2 of them were over 15 yards in the air.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a horizontal passing game. And Caleb Johnson's running for 200 yards, fantastic. But you get that's against Troy, and it's against Iowa State's got a good defense. But
I was gonna say we will not be allowed to do this during the Big Ten season, right? You come out and you start badly and everything else. We'll get boat raced out of some games if we do this.
You can't be behind 14-10 at half and.
No.
Leading 24-21 at the start of the fourth quarter.
And the real thing is last couple of weeks, our whole bend don't break defense. We try not to give up big plays.
That's a whole other thing.
But we've given up big plays in the last couple of weeks, which is unlike us, so
and
it's
a punt return.
I was talking to someone who was formerly connected with the university yesterday for a little while about their thoughts on the actual. It was actually a former player. Was asking them their thoughts, and they were very frustrated with just the defensive side of things, and they were just talking about how how they don't blitz. It's just we don't, and they're and they were
and
also
they never have
really. And he was talking about how it's not even that they're not allowed to blitz. It's they're taught to just engage, the defensive line just engage, and not try any different angles, all these different things. It's just like, nope, you just stay in your lane, push. It was like a cattle drive, you know. And I'm going, what?
Yep.
You're like, what are we talking about? You know.
And if you give those guys, I mean, those are. I don't care if you play for Troy or Iowa State or whoever you play for. If you get that time in the pocket back there,
yeah.
What are you going to do?
I mean, you got. I mean, it's been a lot of pressure on your DBs. Is all I'm saying. But thankfully, at least this, thankfully they got the win. But it's just like it's just such a picture. The last couple of weeks of Iowa football, it's like you're allowing opponents that shouldn't even be in the game with you to be in the game. One of them capitalize, and then you just happen to play a Sun Belt team that isn't that good.
Right.
So finally.
But that's what we've been doing for the past, I don't know how many years.
Yeah, and that's when everybody talks about like,
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying that's what it's been.
No, yeah, exactly.
We've been on the good. We've come out on the good side of it. But
everyone's like, "Oh, Kirk's one of these games." I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, if your goal is to just stay layered in mediocrity, then okay. I for one would like to, we're a Big Ten school. Maybe we'd have a chance to. Now with the 12 team playoff, you don't have a chance to get. I mean, you should be pushing for more. But someone I was talking to, they were saying that that McNamara may be the last of the dual threat quarterback that's in Iowa's current rotation right now. Everybody else, because Sullivan's next year, and then the next gentleman behind him is like
Linez.
Yeah, he's also dual threat. So we could see maybe some other things there. All right, we got some comments in here.
Yeah, Paula's up there. You can't see her. Denise, good morning, but. Go ahead with Ray.
Who's saying something about making the final decision? Let's scroll down. What is that?
Yeah, it's Paula says it's still Kirk's team. He's making the final decision.
Very much so. Yeah, I mean the thumbprint is there.
Yeah,
for
sure.
And it's like I remember saying this to the former University of Iowa athletic director when he was here and spoke at Rotary. It's like, hey, businesses evolve. Look what you're doing right. I mean, like this was
offenses don't
right, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like in every field that you work in, right? Technology. I mean, you're sitting here right now. I mean, this is a newspaper, but yet here we are live on the air, right? Yeah. Things evolve over time, and I'm like, when is it okay to just be like, no, this is just what we've always done, and that's going to be the best thing ever?
The best example of that is Saban at Alabama.
Yes.
He had the same thing as Kirk, just, pro style, plotted down the field, and he realized he wasn't going to get it done that way, and so he switched and won how many national championships?
Yeah. And speaking of Nick Saban, I was told some juicy things that potentially
you got the inside scoop on Saban.
Scoop. No, so apparently Ferentz and Saban are good buddies.
I could see that,
right? Yeah. And apparently the only reason that Brian that got the job at Maryland was because Ferentz made a call to somebody who's connected to, or Saban made a call to somebody that's connected to, like at Maryland. Anyway, it's if we think that things don't work the same at a large scale in this world as they do in a small town, then we're naive, right? Yeah. It is so much about who you know, and so much about who you're connected to. It just is, right? So good times.
So Ray says the odd thing is if you look at our first quarter offensive stats, you would think we were up by 4 touchdowns. That's the way they play. Is they just play like they're just get up by 2 points and hold on for the rest of the ride, and it's just crazy. So switching gears, but still football. I'm not big into fantasy football, but I know you are. How's that going?
Okay, so I have a wild story. So last night, did you watch the Monday night game by chance?
I'm not a big NFL guy. I don't watch a lot of NFL.
So for those of you out there who are not into fantasy football, I'm sorry, it's a sickness. It really is. It's an addiction that gets you in. But last night I was losing by like 8 points before the final game starts, and I had a tight end playing Dallas Goedert for the Eagles because my starting tight end got hurt before Sunday's game. Anyway, point is, I needed like a certain number of points to win the game. And the way fantasy football works is, everything is worth something. So like catches are worth in our league are worth a point.
Okay.
And then you get, so many yards, are worth, so many points or fractions of points. Right. I might have to go to the tail of the tape here to tell you the exact number. But the Eagles mismanaged the game, like down at the very end. They kind of sat on it and kicked the field goal, and then they allowed the Falcons to go down the field and
very Iowa
4 touchdowns. Oh yeah, absolutely. And so last night I needed like one more catch to pull ahead,
right,
in this final victory. And sure enough, with like 30 seconds left in the game, Philadelphia's last gasp, they're trying to go down the field. They don't score touchdowns, right, they don't do anything, but they throw like a 15-yard pass, whatever else, to my guy. And that allowed me to win 129.52 to 129.14.
But the W is a W, right?
A W is a W.
W.
Now, there are such a thing as what they call stat corrections. And usually within like 24 to 48 hours, your whole matchup will get reviewed by their experts. And sometimes, like last year for me, I went to bed a winner, and then I woke up a loser. All right, then I woke up like no one could explain it, but I was behind. It was kind of like the last election. But anyway, okay, all right, we'll leave that alone. It was the whole point is
you got it in.
Yes, exactly. No, but I was like, but I ended up losing like
Right.
last year because of I went to bed like, yes, I won, and I woke up, I was like, womp womp, it's all over. So I was like sleeping with one eye open last night. Like, is this going to change? What's going to go on? What's going to happen here? And sure enough, it's holding for now, but
You're
still
still
another
good this
24
morning.
hours. So we'll see. It was a good time.
Yeah, I just never got into fantasy. I know a ton of people do, but I assume it's all tracked by an app, so it's real time.
If you're in fantasy football, it's Sleeper. Sleeper's the name of the app. That's the. I mean, ESPN has it. All these other different ones have, but Sleeper's the best fantasy football app. It's not even close. I'll debate anyone. I'll die on that hill.
Ray says if you like accounting and you like football, fantasy football.
There you go. Accounting. Well, I hate accounting, Ray. I'm just being honest with you, but I love fantasy football. I don't know.
Yeah. I was hearing some guys talking, not fantasy football, but I think they called it was it a suicide or something? I don't know. But basically, you pick one game every week.
Yes.
And you pick it, and if they win, you move on. If they lose, if you lose, you're out.
And you try to pick the most like obvious games.
Right.
And there's been some wild games.
But you can only use every team once in a season.
Correct.
So you don't want to pick the biggest upset necessarily,
right?
Because
you might have one later on.
You might want to use them later on. So that sounds interesting. I've never done that either. But
no, it's fun. I mean, then there was like games like last week where the Bengals lost to the Patriots
and just knocked everybody
completely knocked out. Several a lot of people. So it's there's a lot of different ways you could do it. There's a lot of different versions and scoring options and but it's a way if you're a competitive person at all and you like sports. Right. It's a way to kind of release some of that, competitive, nature and whatever else.
Right.
Ashamedly, a few of the most heated conversations I've had in the last 3 to 4 years have been in regards to fantasy football on like someone's back porch around a deck, and it's hilarious. It's a good time.
Well, what we're all talking about now is the WNBA. And who knew that was going to happen?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, did you see all the flack that Aaliyah Boston was taking? Everyone's like, "Oh, well, she's a cheap." I'm just like, "Oh, now when they start pushing back a little bit,
exactly.
Now the fever of the dirty players. Shut up. Don't please stop."
Exactly. All right, Nick, why don't you take us to break and we'll regroup and figure out what we're going to talk about next.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with a flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
Good morning and welcome back to Morning Breath. Here we are. Ahoy, everyone. I had to get that in.
Ahoy.
Ahoy. We're starting that.
What did I miss?
That's his new thing.
That's my new thing. It's not sup. It's not what's up.
It's ahoy.
It's ahoy.
That's-
So we talked last week sometime. We talked about Alexander Graham Bell. When he invented the telephone, he wanted ahoy to be the greeting, not hello.
That would be awesome.
He wanted it to be ahoy. It just didn't catch.
We need to honor his wishes.
Yeah. Apparently, hello wasn't even a thing. Hello was like when you call somebody stupid. It's like, it's right there. Hello. That's how they used hello. Hello was not a greeting until the
Like an
telephone.
insult.
Yeah.
But that was a thing here a few years ago. Like all the younger people were like, hello, like hello.
Right.
Like, they started using it again. It was
Right.
like, all the stuff's coming
Well,
back.
we're going to ahoy. So we're going to just start spreading that around.
Well,
so
if
when
you
see
go to
somebody-
Ahoy, I'm going to hit you with an R. Like everyone's-
You sound like that at work.
What's that?
Someone start answering the phone like that at work.
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Ahoy. Ace Hardware.
Just gonna throw people off. Can I help you? You know what? You could have helped me, but now I forgot the entire reason why I was calling. So.
Yeah, we did that to my wife the other day. My daughter, who watches, Bailey, she was on the phone with her and she put me on speaker and I said, ahoy. And Bailey, who watches, is like, ahoy. And my wife's like, what the hell are you guys doing? It's like, what is that? And it's like, you don't watch the show, do you?
You're like, maybe if you supported your family
Yeah,
a little bit
exactly.
more, you'd understand what's
Exactly.
going on here. Okay.
So
Okay.
we'll just say, ahoy, everyone. Ahoy. We're going to do it.
I feel like I just need to get on a pirate ship and go on a 3-month adventure. I would do that, by the way.
But ahoy is not a pirate, is it? So you're taking a different direction. Ahoy is, I know it's ahoy matey. I think that's
it's
a boat
like a nautical,
thing.
It's just a nautical thing.
But I don't.
See, that's
I
why
don't
I'm like
see-
inside. I'm a pirate. Like,
I'm not
in
sure
my heart.
pirates were running around saying ahoy.
No,
They're
No,
they're doing the R.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I guess this is what it's progressing to for me. Like if someone said, "Hey, here's a giant wooden vessel. You're gonna sail the 7 seas for a few months."
R.
I'm in. Like, let's
Yeah.
go. Give me the cutlass.
Oh,
Give me the saber.
yeah,
Let's go.
Not me. I'd go to space. I don't want to sail the ocean in a wooden boat.
I know. Well, we'll see.
No, I don't know.
Did you see someone the other day? They were like, "Hey, we have this brilliant idea." They're like, maybe if we like create basically what amounted to sails. They were like, it's for like these big, ships that sail across the ocean, like supply ships and different things.
Right.
They were like, well, what if we like fashioned this thing over here and this thing over here to catch the wind?
You know how massive those things would have to be?
Oh, they'd have to be huge, number one. But then someone was basically like right underneath it, they put a comment, like a GIF or whatever else of a pirate ship. And like it's like, yeah, we've done this before. Like in fact, actually, they're called sails.
This is not a new idea.
They were like, I got this great idea. It's kinda like-
Yeah. Well, you look at those pictures. This is totally on a tangent. But you look at those pictures of these cargo ships or even the cruise ships, and they put them up against even like the Titanic. Have you seen like the current cruise ships compared to the Titanic? Have you seen any of those pictures? They like superimpose it, of course, but these ships are enormous,
massive.
So yeah, it had to be a pretty damn big sail. So we were gonna do something, but I'm gonna throw a curveball at you here.
Okay.
Elon Musk, heard of him?
It's actually the name of my fantasy football team,
Elon.
Elon's Musk.
Elon's Musk. Well, there you go. There's a tie-in. So he may soon become the world's first trillionaire.
Ooh.
Yeah. The Tesla boss is already the richest person on the planet with a fortune estimated at $250 billion. Yeah, you don't have that on the list.
I was just gonna say, I'm looking for this
No,
thing on
I
the
got a
sheet.
different list here.
Man, all
He's
right.
$250 billion, mostly on the back of Tesla, which is, volatile. But he owns, I don't know, I think it said 13% of the Tesla stock, and it's worth $93 billion. But anyway, $250 billion. But he's got SpaceX, he's got X, Twitter, and he's in all kinds of things, AI, and he's got a brain chip that's supposed to help paraplegics or something. I don't know. But anyway, he could become the world's first trillionaire by 2027.
Wow.
His wealth is growing rapidly at an average rate of 110% per year.
Wow.
Yeah, making him the clear favorite to hit the $1 trillion first. He does have competition. NVIDIA, that's come up, this new company, and they're not new, but they make their AI chips. The CEO of that could be a trillionaire by 2028, and he's worth $104 billion. And there's somebody in India that's on track to become a trillionaire by 2028 also. So there's money in the world.
There's quite a bit of money in the world, actually.
It's just not setting here.
Correct.
It's not setting here.
I don't know. Nick might just be a closet.
Yeah, Nick, do you got
Sandbagging
how you doing over there, Nick? You got your bank account flush and
Oh, it's like
yeah. Well, we appreciate you being here with all that money, and you don't have to be, obviously.
Anytime someone's asking me if my bank account is flush, I'm like, yeah, with an ED on the end.
Yeah, exactly. Paula says Musk should share his tax-free money to deficit. Yeah. Pizzas. Where's the world's best pizza? The world's best pizza. You don't have this on your list here.
You
Ahoy, Jeff says. It's going to become a thing. We're going to make this a thing.
I feel some very good graphics coming in. Yeah.
Ahoy.
We're going to talk about this.
All right. The world's best pizza. The world's best. Voted on by an Italian company. I don't know if it's a magazine or what it is, but the world's best pizza is in... Not Happy Joe's, Paula.
Oh, you know what?
I like Happy Joe's.
I might in the comments, Happy Joe's pizza.
Oh, I like Happy
I
Joe's.
despise it. Absolutely. And don't even talk to me about taco pizza, because if I want tacos, I eat a taco, damn it. And if I eat a pizza, I do not mix the two.
Well,
I do not put lettuce on my pizza.
Yeah, well, you're wrong.
I know. Well, you know what? It's okay because
You're just wrong.
Listen. My ancestors are the inventors of pizza, Pat. Okay, it literally beats in my blood on a daily basis. All right.
The world's best pizza right now is not in Italy.
Well, I know.
It's in New York. Mm-hmm. What'd you say, Weber?
I was gonna say Iowa.
It is not in Iowa.
I'd put money. That
It is in New York. Second is in Italy. Third is in Italy. A tie for second, Italy and Italy. The third is in Tokyo, Japan, and then Italy, and then London, England.
I would like to do a geographical search of where these voters are based from.
Well, apparently, it's the publication that put this out is in Italy, and so I don't know.
Very credible then. I like it.
more
I like
credible.
it. Yeah,
I guess.
I was gonna say if I said New York, I'd be like it's rigged.
No.
But no, like honestly, which brings up the question. I much prefer New York style to Chicago style. Very much so.
Yeah, I like them both. I haven't had Chicago style very often, but I have had it. It's good, but it's more of a meal than a pizza, right? I mean, I understand pizza's a meal, but
it's almost more like a lasagna.
Yes.
It's just a lot.
But
it's a lot, is what I'm saying. Like the thickness.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's my point.
Look at Nick. You're just dying to jump in on the pizza conversation.
Come on, Nick. Come on, jump in.
What do you
Come on.
got, man?
Debate me. Let's spar, you son of a gun. Let's go.
Enlighten us with your pizza.
I like pizza. I make pizza at home. I have a pizza oven.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is a lot like Bo Nix answering the question the other day when the reporter said, "Hey, talk us to the interception." He goes, "Well, I dropped back and threw it to the other team." That give me a whole lot here, Nick. Come on, you were like flirting with the gate, like you were going to come in and just drop this bomb, but then you're just being all coy over there now.
I like Chicago style.
Yeah,
Well, a little bit better than New York, I think.
gotcha.
So I like Chicago style. I'll give you that. I think as far as a piece of pizza, New York is probably better than Chicago. Chicago's kind of a knife and fork adventure.
That's like the crust. It's a little bit better.
See, that's what I like about the New York style. Is you can make it a little more crispy or not, but just to be able to. So I used to go to New York every year, a few times a year for work, and like I remember just walking down in Manhattan or whatever, just these different neighborhoods, and just going in some hole in the wall non-chain
Right.
Pizza place where they're selling it by the slice,
Right.
And you're on the move, and they got the ice cold fountain Coke, in
Right.
there with it too. Man, I'm telling you, when you just had a day or a night, we'll just leave that alone. That the flavor it hits differently.
A little grease soaks up everything.
It's wonderful. It is fantastic.
It is. All right. Yeah, Georgia Nix is in Centerville. Ray says Georgia Nix. And Georgia Nix is very good. It's good. It's greasy. I mean, it's the kind where you put the napkins on top and do the whole thing. So, all right, Nick, take us to break and we'll get set for the day.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Hey, you want to see something really scary?
3, chills, and things that go bump in the night. The Brussels House of Terror.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
Yeah, exactly. Hi.
Don't mind us.
Don't mind us. We're having a conversation.
Exactly.
We're talking about Caitlin and turnovers and how she handles the ball all the damn time. So, of course, she's going to have some turnovers. But she also, what did you just say?
So, most assists, I think, now,
Yeah.
right, in a single season. That's
For the
not just-
WNBA.
Yeah, for the WNBA. Like, not just a rookie record, but like
Right.
overall. And then most points for a rookie.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
And most, something else. Like most three-pointers.
Yeah.
And
It's
something.
kind of most everything.
Yeah. So she's good, and the hater's going to hate. So let's get set for the day.
Just dropped a Taylor Swift song.
I did.
Just then. All right.
Gonna
Your
hate,
daughter
hate,
be
hate,
proud.
hate.
All right.
She would. I don't even, whatever. I like Taylor.
Are you feeling a little bit 22 over there too?
No. I'm waiting for something. You got to have something.
No, I can't.
You
I
gotta have
can't. I
something.
can't. That
I
path.
threw you a softball.
I know it's a path. It is a path, Matt, that you cannot open the door. I'm just going to leave it alone. Okay, let's get set for the day.
Let's get set for the day. Time is 7:43 a.m. It is the 17th day of September. Temperature right now in Fairfield 63, Washington 63, and Mount Pleasant 62. Partly cloudy skies today. Clear tonight.
That one you did yourself. I didn't even do anything.
I know you were being quiet. You were being good.
Right.
It's all me. Mom says it's a fun
Cloudy
show
guys.
today. It's cloudy skies. Today, high of 87, a low of 56. Things to do in Fairfield area. Cinema Fairfield presents the final night of the movie It Ends With Us tonight.
I've heard that movie is quite a movie.
So I've
heard it's very intense.
Yeah, it was in Washington for a week.
I've heard a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah. It begins at 7 o'clock tonight at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center. The Henry County Conservation Department's Wine Walk in the Woods fundraiser is tonight from 5 to 7 at the Nature Center out by Oakland Mills. And in Washington at Case Field will be filled with music on Wednesday night as the Marching Demon Nation will hold its Friends and Family show starting at 7 p.m. That's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
On this day in 1972, the American TV series MASH, based on Robert Altman film, debuted on CBS. Did you guys ever watch MASH?
Yeah.
Did you see MASH? I can't remember when it went off the air, but that was huge. That show was huge. Paula, good day, mates. Yeah, it's just gonna be a hoy. What's Ray say up there?
He says pizza in the United States didn't really show until the early 1900s. And it was primarily at a couple places in New York City. Pizza didn't spread across the United States until after World War II. Fun fact for you today.
All right. There
I got a dad joke for you.
So no, that's all right. So Ray's going to be here tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll miss it then. I'll tune in.
He's going to bring his knowledge of all things useless.
Man, live and in person.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to tune in.
Yeah. So Ray,
I'll take the place of Ray in the comments section tomorrow. I'll be our commenter.
You'll fact check us and do all that.
No, it'll be fine.
All right. I don't even need to do my dad joke. If you got a good one, do it.
What kind of coordination does Whitney Houston have?
I don't know.
And I was hoping you'd get it. Yes.
I got it.
Yes, I cannot claim originality for that. It was a guy on ESPN yesterday. Orlovsky. It was we used to be the quarterback for the Lions. The dude who famously stepped out of the end zone. He's on ESPN now. He's a commentator. He told that joke I think this week. It was either yesterday or something.
Right.
I was dying laughing when I saw it. So sorry if I blew your eardrums out at home.
It's all good.
But
it's all good. I got it. All right. Well, I can't top that. So we are out. John, you're gonna be back on Friday. And Ray will be here tomorrow. The infamous, famous, one and only Ray Bennett. So we're out till tomorrow. Make sure you tune in to Morning Bell here in a few minutes, and we will see you all tomorrow.